was that? I'm so sorry. Where should I set this thing up at? I shouldn't have pressed record until I had a place to set this up at. I may be a silly goose. I may be a silly goose. Hold on. I may be the silliest goose of all. Honk honk. Because I'm silly goose, get it? Because goose make noises. Geese make noises. That's what I meant. That's what I meant to say. I just took my meds after being on an Adderall break for like 2 weeks. And I'm rationing them. Which, you know, I have to do. And I just... See, I had a secret stash full of Adderall. And this is my... Okay. I probably shouldn't be talking about Adderall like I'm a drug addict in my last lecture. We just talked about that in class again. Our last lectures. And how big of a project that is. That should not go in there. It should absolutely not go in there. We're talking about that again in English class. How big of a deal our last lecture is. And I have the biggest head start on it because I have a whole YouTube channel for it. I just washed out all of my hair dye with this dye remover stuff last night. And it made my room smell terrible, but that's okay. It doesn't really matter. The lighting is jank. Just like me. And that's kind of in character. What the hell? Okay. I got Dunkin' Donuts. It was terrible to go get Dunkin' Donuts. I have the worst headache I've ever had in my whole life. My brain is going a million miles a minute because I'm a little nervous, but that's okay. Fucking... I got coffee at Dunkin' Donut too. I got Tic Tacs, but they're hot and I can't eat them yet. Yeah. I took an ibuprofen. I'm waiting for it to kick in. Here's the thing about ibuprofen for me. Literally, on God. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know if it's my EOE esophagus bullshit pulling up again to rear its ugly head. But, literally, I cannot swallow those. I tried doing it dry like I do normally with pills. You try swallow pills? Are you a psychopath? Yes, sure, maybe. Who cares? And it didn't work. I coughed it up in English class, ironically, which is what I'm doing the last lecture for. That's the class I'm doing the last lecture for. And so I put it in a napkin and I was like, discreetly cough up an ibuprofen. Life is great. Then I tried to do it with Dr. Pepper, which is what I normally drink because I'm an addict or whatever. And it didn't work. And I have been taking it and then forcing it down. It gets stuck. And then I vomit in my mouth. And then I swallow the vomit. It's just water, I promise. It's not gross. And then I spit the thing in the napkin. And then whatever. The fuck. It's great. It's grand. Life is wonderful. Maybe I shouldn't have taken an Adderall. Maybe I shouldn't take Adderall breaks. I have to ration my meds, by the way. I don't know if this is like a normal thing that people with ADHD do to like make their Adderall last. I'm trying to like smush all of my rambling from like this whole car ride because I ramble when I'm nervous sometimes. In like the little bit of time before I go in for this job interview at Cinnamon Jack's. Wish me luck! Or don't, like a little bitch. Do what you want to do, cunt. I'm not your mom. As if your mom could make you do anything. My mom can't make me do... Actually, she totally can. My mom has almost killed me, probably, on numerous occasions, I think. She's killed me emotionally. She's killed my spirit. So. You know that one scene in Spirit, the DreamWorks movie about the yellow horse? I love that movie when I was a kid. That's my favorite movie when I was a kid. I have a fucking Spirit pillow. A Spirit pillowcase. My fucking bed has a Spirit the Yellow Horse pillowcase. And I still sleep on it. Every night. Anyway. So, there's this one scene where that one mean guy, the mean cowboy, he's like breaking Spirit's spirit. He's like, I broke the horse. That's my mom. I'm Spirit. For real. For real. I am Spirit. Spirit Halloween? No, Spirit broken. What are you gonna do? fucking blueberry. They're brown on the outside. What the hell? Anyway, I ration out my Adderall. I had a stash for a very long time, and it was Adderall that my mom forgot that she had in her old nursing school bag in a little Altoids tin, and it was the good kind. The kind that was back-ordered for a super duper long time. The kind that completely fucked my mom over because we had to try different brands and none of them worked, and she had serotonin syndrome for a while, but she's fine now because they're not back-ordered anymore. It's fine. But they were the good kind. The good kind is the kind that were back-ordered, and it was the good kind. So I was doing great. And I had this stash for a while, but I just ran out of it like 2-ish weeks ago. And so I was like on my normal meds again because I was rationing those because it is so difficult in an ADHD household to go up to your ADHD ass. If it's not in front of her face, she's gonna forget about it, mom, and be like, hey, could you reorder my meds for me? She's like, yeah, and then she doesn't do it because she fucking forgot. Out of sight, out of mind. I'm so glad I'm 18 now because I can do it myself. Shut the fuck up. And it'll be great. But like, dead ass, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it because I called them on the phone like 20 minutes ago in the Dunkin' Donuts parking lot, and she was like, okay, we just gave you your meds. The dualoxetine, yeah. I was like, but what about the Adderall? And they were like, what? So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. It's gonna be fine though. It's all gonna work out, manifesting. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, so the kind that gave my mom serotonin syndrome, don't give me serotonin syndrome. I like them. They're fine. They're just the same as the other ones. They're just harder to swallow. Pills, baby. Don't do them unless they're prescribed to you by a doctor. And so I took as many as I could when my mom was not at home without it like being suspicious, so she wouldn't notice that they were gone, but I would have some. And so that's what I've been taking, and I have 2 more of my round ones, and I took one of them at play practice last night and another one just now before I go in for this job interview, and well, before I drove because it takes a little bit to kick in. And so I'm doing great. Rationing your meds is so great. I don't know if any other ADHD people have to do this or if this is just another example of me having mommy issues, but like, it's fine. It's fine. Life is great. Also, you need to take breaks on Adderall so that it actually keeps working. You don't have to keep taking it and become a meth head because like it's in the same family as meth. And then your teeth start falling out. And I don't want that to happen. I like my teeth. So I eat teeth. I have teeth with yeah. Anyway, I just spent like the past 20 minutes in the car driving, venting about my mother having a Beanie Baby business. Mommy issues? Not quite. But it's in the same genre. The genre. They can't hear me. They're in the back listening to Kids Bop. Please, Lord, please don't make that another verbal stem, please. That one is so bad. That one is even worse than the one from that, you know that one Little Dicky song that's like, we love the earth? There's one part where he goes, I'm a common fungus. And that was a verbal stem for like a week. That one was the worst. It wasn't even the I'm Kanye West part, which makes more sense. It wasn't the Kanye West part. Fuck! Anyway, I need to eat these before I go inside so I don't die. My mom has a Beanie Baby business. And that's fine and dandy. But, like, she fucking hates having it. Why do you have it, then? She's like, well, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to sell all of them. Well, then why don't you just, like, not buy more Beanie Babies? Well, because I need more Beanie Babies to fulfill orders. But you hate having all of the Beanie Babies in our house, don't you, Mom? Yeah, then stop buying them and just sell the ones you have. No, because then I have to fulfill orders and make a profit. Like, girly pop, no, you don't. It's gonna be fine. Just sell them. No. And now she's getting a job when she has, like, 3,000 Beanie Babies. We rounded them all up one day when I was, like, 12. No, I wasn't even 12. I was, like, 8. I was 8. We all had to help. My dad, my mom, my baby sister, if I was 8, then my younger sister, Peyton, was 6, and Tevin was 5, and Colin was 3. Kinda. So, we have a 3-year-old sitting in the middle of a bunch of Tinder Beanie Babies. A 5-year-old boy having no idea what to do with all of these piglets, like from Winnie the Pooh. My sister trying to organize them. Peyton was doing a really good job for, like, you know, a 5-year-old. 6-year-old, she was 6. And I was helping my dad bring things downstairs. He took a day off work, which was a big deal because we were poor. You know, because my dad would drink all of the money. It's funny. It's okay. You can laugh. And so, I think this lady's looking at me like I'm insane. It's fine. It's fine. She's old. She'll die anyway. Not funny, Taylor. Death isn't funny. Some girl in my grade is talking shit about me because I make jokes about my dad being dead. And it's like, bitch, he'll haunt you. It's 3:20. I have 5 minutes to tell you this story. Okay. So, basically, we counted every single Beanie Baby that my mom had while we were reorganizing them that day. And she had 3,000 of them. And that was when she only took up one room with her Beanie Baby inventory. One room. She now has 3 spots in our house. She has the secret room where she keeps half of her inventory, half of her bedroom full of her inventory, and then a room in the basement that's bigger than my room in the basement, full of Beanie Babies. And so it's multiplied by like a lot. So it's so much more than 3,000 now. And it's like, bitch, stop buying them. We have enough. And it was like, my mom gives me a hard time about giving my friends gifts a lot of the time. This thing that I do, this thing that I've always done ever since I turned like 10, I subtly give away half of her inventory. Not half of it, but like a little bit of it. So she always buys more to fill it. So it's like there's more coming in than I can get rid of. And so it's like coming in faster than I can get rid of shit. But I always give my friends things. And like I was really little, and so we still played with toys. They were like, oh my god, this Winnie the Pooh dressed as a pumpkin is adorable. Am I gonna say no? We have 40 of that same exact Pooh in 3 different kinds. One of them's black, one of them's orange, and one of them's green. You think I'm gonna say no? Yes! Malia. I was friends with Malia, right? I don't know. Yes, Malia, you can have Winnie the Pooh dressed as a pumpkin. We have 4 billion of him. Fuck! I'm not gonna tell my friends, no, you can't have this Rapunzel plushie. My friend Mags loves Rapunzel, and I gave them Rapunzel stuff from my mom's room of stuff, and she was like, well, I asked her for it that time. I don't usually do that. And she's like, you know, I wish you wouldn't give away my inventory. Bitch! Your inventory fills a small apartment! Anyway, so, do you want to know why I have a vendetta against Picnic Pooh? Okay, so there's Picnic Pooh, and there's Flower Pooh, right? Winnie the Pooh. If I say Pooh, it's Winnie the Pooh. Fuck you. It's not a poop joke. I will kick you in the shins. Okay. Listen. My mom's eBay room used to be the hottest room in the house. Our AC didn't get up to the room, and it had a window in it, and so it was upstairs, and so it was really close to the sun. It was really fucking hot in that room. I spent an entire 100-degree summer day when I was like 10 looking for Picnic Pooh. And when I finally found him, I go downstairs to my mom, and I'm like, I found him. And she's like, no, sweetheart, she didn't say sweetheart. She'd never say that to me. That's me talking to my baby sibling, Colin. That's not my mom. No, Taylor, that's Garden Pooh. What? That's Garden Pooh, Taylor. Go get me Picnic Pooh. What the fuck is the difference? Well, you see, Taylor, Picnic Pooh has little flowers in his hand. And he has a little bandana Garden Poo has a picnic basket. Now imagine that explanation, except way less calm, because she was kind of pissed at me because I took so damn long looking for this stupid Beanie Baby. And she was like, so imagine that. Imagine her, like, barking at me. Like, no, Taylor. See, Garden Poo, he has a picnic basket. And he's wearing a little bandana. And Picnic Poo, he has flowers. He's got 3 little flowers in his hand. Why the fuck does Garden Poo have a picnic basket, first of all? If he's just going to the garden, why the fuck does he have a picnic basket? That's so fucking confusing. Second of all, what the fuck is the difference? Send it anyway. They're not gonna notice. They're not. Oh, this little Winnie the Pooh has flowers. I'm so glad that I ordered it. They're not gonna. Well, I mean, they would get pissed. We've had that happen before. But it's like girly pop. It's 100 degrees. Can we do this at 6 o'clock in the evening when it's like 90 and not 100? She's like, no. Maybe when the sun comes down. Now, Taylor, I need this order now. So that's why I hate Winnie the Pooh personally. That's my own beef with Winnie the Pooh. Especially the kind that has a garden and goes on a picnic. They can die. I hate them. That's the only thing that I hate. I love a lot of things. I love everything all the time. I'm a really optimistic person. Except Picnic Pooh. Fuck you, Picnic Pooh. You know what you did. Bitch. Yeah. Also, before I go inside and do this job interview, my mom, most people just looked at me like I was insane. It's fine. My mom, I've been working for her, helping her with her Beanie Baby business since I was like 5, right? And every single time that I ask her, hey, can I have some money so I can like buy this thing, or could you buy this thing for me for working for you? And I already do that. Like when I spend her money, I work for her to pay her back. And I've talked to my friends about it. They're like, Taylor, that's like child labor. That's like slave labor. I'm like, no, it's not. Yes, it is, Taylor. No, it's not. And I don't know if, I still don't think it is, but like, I'm not going to argue about any of this anymore. I'm done. Every time I ask her, hey, am I going to get like a reward for helping you? And every time like I asked her that, she explains, no, I have a 401k for you or something. I have like all this money in like a secret bank account somewhere that you're going to get when you're 40 whole years old. You're only going to get it, Taylor. You're only going to get paid for all of this labor you've been doing since you were 6. If you are 40 years old and you still consider yourself my child and you still associate with me, then you finally get access to all of this money. So I'm paying you. You'll have like $1 million. And then she shows me the bank accounts. She's like, yeah, we have $1 million when your dad died or whatever, because life insurance or whatever. And we don't have $1 million anymore. She spent so much of it on this dream kitchen of hers, and now we're moving to Arizona when my sister graduates. So great, thanks, Mom, for spending all of our $1 million. Now I can't go to college. This is becoming charged. So I saw how much was in there. It's not that much. Where's all this money going? The moon? What is my mother funding? Okay, I gotta go. Bye. Sup? Update on the interview. Why did I do that? Update on the interview, Shawty. I don't know why the hell I'm doing this. That guy had his window rolled down at me and he was staring at me. I don't know why he's doing that. He's like, okay, sir, I like your hat. Sorry, my car smokes when it starts. It's about to die, and I'm working on getting a new one. That's why I got a job. Kinda, partly. I also really want a job so I can get out of the house and my mom will stop calling me a fucking freeloader for being 18 and going to high school and needing to live in her house because I'm 18 and I'm in high school and I need to finish high school before I move away and go to college. Anyway, job interview went really fucking well. They do karaoke there and I like singing a lot, clearly. I like singing a lot, and I don't get to do it very often, and it's like my favorite thing ever to do, ever, and so I need to do it more. Anyway, fuck. Job interview went really fucking well. I really like that guy that was interviewing me. He's really cool. He reminds me a lot of, like, he's like a mix of my younger brother Tevin and my friend's dad Tyler, like the good parts of my friend's dad Tyler, and like the part that's questioning his gender on the down low, you know, because like my friend has like a weird relationship with their parents, but Tyler questioning his gender a little bit. He's kind of funky, kind of fresh, kind of cool. Thought Mags' full name was Margaret. I like that part. He gave me a fancy glass for New Year's Eve, because we go to my friend's house every year for New Year's Eve. Gave me a fancy glass to drink my fake champagne in this year, because I had to drive home for my sister and I. My sibling and I had to drive home. Well, I had to drive them home. What the hell am I talking about? Well, he reminds me of Tyler and my baby brother, Tevin, and my dad. A little. No, a lot. He kind of smelled like my dad. Is that weird? I don't know if that's weird. I literally don't, okay, first off, I'm a lesbian, so if I do experience attraction, it's women and not men, you know? But second off, I'm pretty sure I am somewhere on the aro ace spectrum, and so I'm like, not even really into being attracted to people at all. So it's like, yeah, but, so it's like a completely platonic, not weird thing, and I just smell a lot more things than other people do, I think, and I'm like aware of my senses, like Spider-Man a little. I've never fucking seen Spider-Man, but fucking, he smelled kind of like my dad. He must use like the same cologne. My dad had this expensive cologne that he used to use. He usually used Axe, which ew, but like, you know. So normally my dad would smell like liquor, not liquor, whiskey. It was whiskey. It's definitely whiskey, because it's more like husky, kind of weedy, you know, wheat-y, like hay. It used to smell like freshly mowed grass and whiskey. Unless it was a fancy night. Then he smelled vaguely of whiskey and freshly cut grass, and mostly of cologne. Does that make sense? Listen, okay, my mom fucked up my relationship with my dad a lot, because I don't even know why. Fuck. Listen, my relationship with my dad is weird for a lot of reasons besides just my mom, but my mom is a huge factor in that. And like, at this age, at the point where I'm literally 18. At this point where I'm literally 18 fucking years old, and my dad has been dead for a hot minute. It's been a long time. He died when I was 13. It's like I'm holding on to these teeny tiny itty bitty baby memories, because I didn't have a lot of opportunities to make ones before he went dead. And so like that's one of them, him smelling like whiskey and freshly mowed grass. Yeah. He smelled kind of like that guy in there. So, and he's like got the same build as my friend's dad Tyler, and he's kind of, I have this thing where I'm like eye contact, because I'm so bad at eye contact normally, but like my mom was like, people don't like you because you don't make eye contact. Once when I was 7, I was like, damn bitch. So I started training myself to make eye contact. My baby sibling does the same thing, except they look at people's noses and I look directly in their eyeballs, because I'm fucking insane. And also just because I like staring at people's eyeballs. I'm like, that's the windows to the soul of the house. You know? It's like, that's the windows to your soul. I'm looking. You know? Anyway, weird relationship with eye contact, symptom of autism, one of many. One of many. It's fine. It's whatever. It's okay. It's whatever. What the fuck was I gonna say? I don't know, but I think I did a good job, and I'm really excited to go work there because I'm going to. He didn't give me a job yet, but I know that I'm gonna go there because I just know. I just fucking know things, okay? Listen, I'm always right. I'm always fucking right. Anyway, so update on the job interview. It went really well, and I'm really excited. Who's she? That's an old lady. She's really pretty though. I love pretty people. People are so cool. I love people. They're so fun. Just staring at them, it's like, wow, you're a person that's crazy. I feel like an alien. You know that one game theory? It's film theory. You know that one film theory episode where he's like, Blue isn't a puppy. She's an alien from a different planet. Like, bitch, no wonder I kinned Blue when I was a kid. No wonder I found Blue, the fucking dog from Blue's Clues, so fucking relatable. Because I feel like I'm an alien from another planet. I feel like I'm an alienated talking dog all the time. Sometimes I feel like everybody is a normal person, and I'm a puppy named Blue. Not like the others, I can read and listen to music on my little puppy radio, because she has one. I have a stuffy named Polka Dots. He is my best friend. I love him very much. He is my friend. That is all canon Blue's Clues information. Some of you bitches don't know the Blue's Clues lore, and it shows. I'm sorry. I like Blue's Clues a lot. I stopped watching it when Joe became the main guy because I missed Steve and I used to cry about it. Every time I'd watch an episode, I'd be like, but Steve is gone, he's at college. But, like, I gotta rewatch it. I've been rewatching it. I rewatched Blue's Room. Let me just say, Blue is literally me for real. Blue from Blue's Clues? That bitch is me. The bitch is me. Yeah, Taylor, but you don't have a pink puppy girlfriend with glasses. Actually, I did. And I'm not going to say names. But my two ex-girlfriends, they have either been pink or worn glasses. And they acted like Magenta from Blue's Clues. What the fuck am I talking about? Job interview went really well. I'm really proud of myself. It went well. It was great. We did a good job. Did I put my ID back in my bag? Did I put my ID back in here? Did I put it back in here? Did I put back? That might be a problem. If I didn't put my ID back in my little wallet, that might be a problem. That is an issue. I think I left my ID on the table. Oh my god, did I fucking do that? Did I seriously? Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. Me when I'm literally gonna shoot myself in the fucking head. I'll be right back. I got my ID. It's fine. I was still sitting on the counter of the table that I did my interview. That was my back. Why did it crack so fucking loud? It went like this. What the fuck was that all about? I need a nap. It's been a long day. I literally haven't done anything. Except like go to Dunkin' Donuts and do a job interview. And take a shower and wash out all of the hair dye removal stuff. And I'm gonna have to do another cycle of it because it didn't get everything out and it was kind of weird. It's gonna smell so bad. Which is so unfortunate because my mom yelled at me this morning and she was like, do you have any of your brother's pants? Because I sometimes take his pants because none of mine fit me correctly ever. And I'm like, yeah, I'll look. I'm getting up. I'm gonna look. She's like, okay, give me your brother's pants. Your room smells like piss. And it's like, bitch, thanks. What a gangster. Cut the cameras. Cut the cameras, dead ass. I don't know why I said that. Cut the cameras, dead ass. No, but I was like, thanks, Mom, for saying my room smells like piss. It is the hair dye removal stuff that I rinsed out of my hair last night that I used in my bedroom because I wanted to watch Sofia the First. speaking of watching things, I watched the second episode of Anne with an E, and I cried twice again. The first time I watched the first episode, which was with my friends on my birthday. Well, on my birthday party, not my real birthday. My eyes are going two different directions. I cried 4 times. So I didn't cry as much this time, but like I cried a lot, and I'm gonna rewatch it and see if I cry more. I'm an emotional person. What did I do with that? Oh yeah, shit. Well, I got my ID. And I got matches. My mom doesn't know that I got a lighter. And I can light candles in my room again now. The last time I did that, I lit one for a project, and I didn't want to burn my finger when I was lighting it, so I lit a piece of paper, and then I put it in my trash can, and my trash can was made of paper, and I was like, oh no! And so I started the trash can on fire, and I got in trouble for doing that. And my mom thought I was trying to kill myself, and so I had to spend my morning at in the emergency room. I had to spend my morning in the emergency room, where a bunch of doctors asked me questions like, do you want to kill yourself? And I had been like multiple months clean of self-harm at that point. And I was like, do you want me to relapse? Because I'm this close. So, do you want to kill yourself? People, when they ask me that, it's like, I will. No, that's a joke. I don't want to. But if you ask me that again, I swear to God, I'm going to do it. Because it's like bringing it up. It's like people say, Taylor, have you been cutting yourself again? And all of a sudden, I am back in middle school in the hallway walking to science class in the 7th grade with my best friend. And she goes, I know what you've been doing. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And she grabs my flannel and she pulls it up my arm. She's like, right there in front of everybody in the locker bay. Everybody. And it was my green flannel. I loved that flannel. I had to get rid of it after that. Which was really shitty because it was a cute flannel. And I was like 8. How old was 7th graders? How old are 7th graders again? They're like in the 7th grade, right? You fucking idiot, Taylor. This is worse than that one time This is worse than that one time that you asked if Cheez-Its were a fruit, Taylor. You fucking imbecile. Anyway. I'm almost done talking. So yeah, I've always been a firebug. I'm not allowed around fire anymore for doing that, though. Little does my mom know that the day I turned 18, I treated myself to a lighter so I could light candles in my room again because my friends got me candles for Christmas! And also these nuts. That was a joke. No, but yeah. My mom, fucking balls. No! Oh, there it is. It fell on the floor in a way that I can reach it. That's so good. Anyway, my mom, when I was younger, here's my favorite firebug story. My mom, when I was younger, she used to do this thing when she would use the bathroom. She'd light a match. She'd strike a match, and then she'd let it smoke to, like, get rid of the smell. And then she'd throw it in the toilet and flush the toilet. We were talking about fire the other day, and this came up again. I used to do this thing where I light the match and I just sit there over the toilet. I was like 4 years old, 5 maybe, because I was still living in the Cinderella house. The Cinderella house is the house that came before the house that my dad died in. And when we moved into the house that my dad died in, I was 5, and we moved out of it and into it again a couple times. We moved out of it and into it again. We moved out of it and into it again a couple times. And then we moved to the house in Lawrence, and we were still responsible for that house, and he died in that house, the house that we moved into, and it's not the Lawrence house, it's a different house. And then we moved back to Eudora in a different house. And so, yeah, so I moved to the house that my dad died in when I was 5, And it was before I went to my first day of kindergarten, because I went to kindergarten at the elementary school where my town is now. Because, like, there's, like, this town high school, this town middle school, this town Eudora. Elementary. They all connect. And I went to kindergarten and the one that connects to all of them. I'm making such a big fucking deal about this. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm trying to... The point is, I was really fucking little. I was going into kindergarten when I moved to Eudora. And this is before I moved. And I lived in the Cinderella house. We called it the Cinderella house because it was blue and it looked like the house from Cinderella that she lived in before she went to be a princess or whatever. I was 4 years old. Maybe 5. I was like 5 at the oldest. I was 5 at the oldest. 3-ish at the youngest in this case. And that's when my mom used to strike the match and light it over the toilet and then throw it back in the toilet. And I was like, wow, that's cool. I want to do that. I want to be a big kid. I don't want to light a fire. And so I used to sit there. I don't think she knew that I could reach. But I was a crafty kid. I've always been short. I climb on shit because I'm a little monkey. I do what I want. And I used to climb on the toilet and grab it from the place where she used to put it. Because I was a tiny child and I could not reach anything. And I used to hold it. I used to light the match and I used to sit there over the toilet and just stare at it. Till it was this close to my fingers. And then I went into the toilet. And I used to always do 2. My mom always did 1 or 2. And I saw her do 2 once. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do 2 from now on. And so I used to light the match and stare at it. And then throw it in the toilet. And then I'd light the match, stare at it. And then I'd throw it in the toilet. And then I'd flush the toilet and I'd wash my hands and I'd leave. Because I was a silly little bitch. I may have been 4 years old. But hey, we all gotta start fires somewhere. It's just the way it is, okay? I've always been a firebug. Maybe it's just because I'm a cold person and I get cold really fucking easy. No wonder I'm so goddamn touch-starved. No, we know that answer to that one. This one has nothing to do with fire. The answer to the touch-starved thing is my mom I used to cry a lot because I have a gastrointestinal disease. And also because my organs were literally malrotated and there was a dead spleen. There was a spleen dying in my body when I was literally a little baby. And I'm not joking. This is /SRS, Garfield. This is not /J. This is /SRS. I'm being for serious. So there was a dead spleen in my body and my tissue was choking out my spleen when I was a little baby. And so, as you can imagine, I was in a lot of fucking pain. So I cried a lot and I screamed a lot. And so I couldn't eat anything because my entire organ system was like... And so nothing would go down, and I couldn't eat anything. So I was hungry and cranky and thirsty and tired because I couldn't sleep because I would be in pain all the time. And I was crying because nobody knew what the fuck was wrong all the time. Everyone was like, Taylor, shut the fuck up. Why are you such a fussy baby? And I was like, my stomach doesn't work! And so, what my mom used to do, she worked a lot. Ever since she was in high school, she's had 3 jobs at once because ADHD, she has to be doing something at all times. And her home life wasn't that great. Just like mine. Oh my god. Like mother, like daughter. And so she used to not want to be at home. So she had 3 jobs at any given time. When she gave birth to me, she had 2 jobs, I think. And so she needed my bipolar ass, traumatic brain injury ass dad and 2 jobs to keep her occupied before, and then she had a baby. And so I was a really fussy baby, and she got 0 hours of sleep because she had 2 jobs and a bipolar traumatic brain injury ass husband. And so what she used to do, well, they weren't married yet. He was just her boyfriend at this point. This is so funny. I'm just telling my life story. This is so great. What she used to do is she used to put me in my bouncy chair and turn the TV all the way up. I used to watch movies all the time because she needed sleep. And so she'd turn on a movie and I'd be occupied and she'd take a nap. And she used to put me in my bouncy chair and turn the volume all the way up, and she'd leave. So I wasn't really held a lot as a baby because I was annoying. My mom thought I was annoying, and so she didn't hold me very often, and she just like ignored me, and that's okay. It's fine. It's funny. And so it's so funny that like one time she made a joke about it, and that's the only reason why I know that this happened. She'll deny it, but she's like, but one time she was like, Taylor, when you were a little baby, you used to be so annoying. I used to stick you in your high chair, turn the TV up, and leave. Take a nap upstairs so I wouldn't have to hear you. And I was like, damn, girl. You resorted to neglecting your child rather than taking them to the hospital to check out their malrotated organs? And you think it's funny? It's a little funny. I think it's funny. Anyway, so that's why I'm touch-starved. This has nothing to do with it. I crave human touch and also the warmth that comes along with it because I'm cold all the time. I'm fucking freezing all the time because I'm severely underweight and malnourished because I'm never gonna grow because I'm severely underweight and malnourished because of a gastrointestinal disease and also because of my malrotated organs. That causes me to be very, 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 very small and very, 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 very skinny all the time. And because we learned about the gastrointestinal disease that was preventing me from making hormones at such an older age, I was 13, I wasn't that old, but like, it was like past the point it was past the point where I was supposed to start puberty. And so I've never really made hormones correctly, I don't think. And so like I'm very, 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 very small. And I don't think I'm ever gonna grow very much. And I don't think I'm ever gonna get very much bigger than this. I've been getting taller, but I'm not getting thicker, you know? My bones have been making me taller, but my skin has not been getting thicker. So I'm just freezing cold all the time. I look like Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas all the fucking time. And so I'm fucking cold all the damn time. I'm always cold. So no wonder I like fire so much because it's warm. Because it's warm. It may be destructive, but it's really fucking warm. And I think that's why I like it. I think I like it because it's something I can kind of control a little bit for the most part until it gets out of control. And it's dangerous and it's risky, so it makes me feel rebellious in a way because I've never really been able to feel rebellious ever, I guess. For me, rebelling is going to Target when my mom's in Arizona. I'm visiting her boyfriend and she doesn't know. So, because, like, I don't know. I'm very easy to satisfy in the rebellion department. So I guess this is like an example of that. And it's also really warm. And I'm cold all the fucking time. And so it's like, wow, I get to be warm without asking for my mom to change the AC, which she won't do. Or snuggling under a bunch of blankets, which usually leads to me falling asleep. And then I wake up and I'm like, where the fuck am I? Where the fuck am I? I wasted all of this goddamn time sleeping. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. I'm so done with this whole everything. I think I'm done talking. I think I have all of it out. I think I let all of it out that I needed to. For now. Yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I'm like done talking now. I think I'm done talking. I'm going to put these 2 videos of me talking my ass off and rambling in one video, and then I'm going to put it on the internet for everybody to see, and everyone's going to watch it, and they're all going to be like, wow, the fuck is wrong with this bitch? And I'm going to be like, everything